Today's Thursday, June 16th. It is National Fudge Day, and that's probably what a lot of people are going to be saying when they look at the markets today. Let's start with the dollar. I really want to get into gold, but let's start with the dollar. This is the bullish U.S. dollar ETF. Obviously not quite as active as the dollar index, but there's some things we can still look at this chart and find. First, let's start with some lines. Horizontal line. There was an equivalent type of breakdown in the dollar index right about there. So you can see a false breakdown, and then it failed to continue higher. So to me, this is still in a downtrend. All right, but in that context, another line in here. Just roughing these lines, nothing too precise. The dollar is up today, and you can always figure out whatever reason you like for why it's up, but it just is. Still hasn't broken this downtrend line. However, you have to consider that a failed recovery here is still bearish, leaving the market in a downtrend, but it's not falling. So it's challenging this downtrend line. So that's a long-winded and probably pretty poor way of saying that this thing is in a pattern and it hasn't decided really which way it wants to go. I think the trend is to the downside, but it is up this morning and up nicely. Now you figure if the dollar's up, gold should be down, but it is not down today. Gold is up. It's back over $1,300 an ounce. Let's just look at the ETFs though. This is the GLD. And it has been in the trading range. It is trading above that range now. Just shrink that down, put a line in there just so you can see what I'm talking about. And if we have that as the top of the range, it is trading above that range right now. So gold appears to be breaking out. Same thing for gold stocks, GDX, the ETF. Let's get rid of that. Gold stocks are at a new high here. The GDX is at a new high in the pre-market. Let's look at the juniors, GDXJ. Same story, at a new high in the pre-market. And this is a kind of a better chart than the other chart, the gold chart, because it has a resistance breakout and a test here. You can see it came down to test that breakout and then went higher from there. So I think gold stocks look pretty good. We have on-balance volume here going to the upside. So a lot of money coming in. Let's get rid of that. We don't need it. All right, so let's just sum it up. Actually, we should quick look at silver just to round things out. And we'll get rid of that. That's the old base. Silver is not quite at a new high yet, but you can see that it had a nice steep correction. A nice steep correction, basically to a trend line, and then bounced up pretty strongly. So I like this. I like gold. I like gold stocks. I think the whole thing looks pretty good. And considering that the dollar is up today and gold is back above $1,300 an ounce, I think that's telling us something. Stocks are down pretty big, still worried about Brexit and all those other things that are happening in the market. But just looking at the charts, gold and gold stocks and silver all look very strong, even though the dollar is up today. So there you have it.